your fourth stimulus check, your fifth stimulus check, your sixth stimulus check, and your infinity beyond stimulus check. I'm so glad you're here. Did you know the Calcino had ice cream on sale yesterday? Did you get it? It was $10, down from $12. $12 ice cream reduced to $10 at the Calcino last night. So if you didn't get it, you should have hurried over there. The key word at the bar is Nancy. So if you did not get that $10 delicious ice cream while I was on sale at the Calcino, I'm sorry. You can cash your stimulus check at the front door if you have your problems. So thank you for joining me on Afternoons LA Mitch, which is your afternoons live recording. Yes, this is me. This is really me. Let me do a pantomime so you understand this is really me. People always say, is he live? Is that really him? Or is that like a, yeah, no, this is actually me. So I appreciate you for joining me on Afternoons LA. I have big updates about your stimulus, all those stimulus things. And it's keeping hard keeping track of which one's which. But you're a purple hawk, so you know which one is which, and you're ready to pounce and get it. While Donut Guy is just getting cholesterol. So he's kidding. So if you've not subscribed, go to the first channel, subscribe, and hit that subscribe button. Then hit the alert button, that bell, so you get an alert when I next go live, because apparently only 192 of you got the alert. Let's see how quickly people can get in this room, because there's only 192 in here yet. The hawk is ready, says Gene. There's Gene Chrome. Hey, Gene Chrome, how are you? That's one of my original viewers. Teresa Marlowe, hello from Kentucky. How are you, Teresa? And also, like this video, Connie is using the full emoji assault. I love it, Connie. And finally, if you've not become a member, you'll see why Andrew Ballo and Jean Crum have a beautiful purple hawk next to them. It's Connie as well. And there was someone else, I think it was Teresa, have a beautiful purple hawk next to them because they are members. To become a member, you hit that join link at the top of the comments. It's a pinned comment, says join. Hello from Palm Springs, says Janet. And there's Sally Ray. Hey, how are you? And that link will allow you to become a Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. There's Shannon as well. The comments are starting to fly. Shreveport, Indiana, and Louisiana. And if you're new to the chat, you know that I answer everyone's questions, so I do not exclude anyone. But the only thing I will exclude is if you ask the question like every 10 seconds. I don't know how you cut and paste so quickly. Someone yesterday was pasting the same question every 11 seconds, so just don't do that. And then, someone last night thought it was funny to post their joke 55 times a second. So a joke's not funny after the first time. After the first time I read it, it's just not funny. All right, so let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news is that this coming week, you should see the $600 stimulus check appear if you have not gotten it because they had not sent it out. Someone in the Instagram room, which was simulcast on minutes ago, live as well, said inmates have not got to their stimulus check. Well, guess what? Some of us non-inmates have not got our stimulus check either. We are not incarcerated, and we have also not gotten our stimulus check. So the reason is why IRS did not send out millions and hundreds of millions of stimulus checks until January 6th. That's an exclusive you're only hearing on this channel. IRS, for reasons we don't know, maybe they were at the Calcino having a wonderful $10 ice cream on sale from $12, decided to hold off on sending stimulus checks of $600 until January 6th. So that's why some people didn't get it. So you will start to see it appear in your bank account or in the mail in a beige envelope or in a white envelope if it is also from them. The white envelope is a debit card. The beige envelope is a paper check. And if you're expecting one, it's going to be the other one. No joke. That's actually what they're saying. It literally will be just surprising. That's what's going on. Then the $2,000 stimulus check, or some people say, you're confusing me. Is it $1,400 or $2,000? It's called the $2,000 stimulus check bill. So that's why we call it. We call it the $2,000 stimulus check bill. Because $1,400 takes 5 syllables to say. There's Brenda Parnell. Thank you for me, the Purple Hawk. $1,400 stimulus check bill is like 5 syllables to say. $2,000 stimulus check bill just rolls off your mouth. It's very eloquent. Sort of like Lindsey Graham. It just, Marco Rubio just sounds so beautiful. Yeah, I'm being facetious there. The $2,000 stimulus check bill will not be coming as a standalone bill. It's going to be merged into the third stimulus package on January 20th, approximately. So says Joe Biden. So do not expect the $2,000 Cash Act bill to be a standalone bill. It will be merged into Joe's bill. So Joe's bill, first called it third stimulus check and third stimulus package, and now everyone and their sisters and their brother and the taco guy at the corner is calling it third stimulus and package, and I'm not getting residuals for this. I should have copyright or trademarked, third stimulus package. I would be making a fortune on residuals right now. But now everyone's calling Joe Biden's bill third stimulus check and third stimulus package. And guess what? You get to see it this coming week. You get to see this coming week Joe Biden's third stimulus check and third stimulus package coming to a broadcast news report near you. It will have in there all the details, presumably, of the third stimulus package that he has promised, or everything that he's going to renege on his promises to you. Yeah, so get ready to have someone not hold up their promises to you. Just be prepared, just in case, because it's not me, it's them. I'm not writing your bill. So if anyone says, well, you said I'm not writing the bill, they're writing the bill. I'm not writing the checks either. They're writing your checks. So if they don't do you what they promised to do to you, yeah, then use our fingers and we start a new Twitter campaign against Democrats in leadership. So there you go. The third stimulus package will include the fix it to get you to $2,000. So you will add a $1,400 on top of your $600, and if you're adult dependent, then $2,000. Now, as one person said in the chat last night, it was a great comment, and I sort of want to deal with this because it's a great way to think about things. I think it was Tia said something like, $1,400 could make a big difference for a lot of people. And I said, it does. But how much of a difference does it make for you if that's all you're going to get from the federal government between now and August? That is not a good image. $1,400 to carry you from now to August and not a penny more. That's a little scary. So let's hope that is not the road that we are being taken down this coming week. Cash Act did not have multiple stimulus checks. That concerns me. It does concern me. And the reason why, I don't want to go too much into the rumors because I did this yesterday and suddenly the video became very negative, and I could certainly become very negative. But the rumors out there are not good. And so I don't want to repeat them because they're just not good. In fact, I've been talking to other people and they have not even heard about the rumors. So let's just leave the rumors alone and let's just wait till we hear what happens this week. And if we get cheated out of stuff, we are going to scream and shout. That's the way we're going to deal with it. So there we go. Just getting the $600 would be good, says Denise in the Instagram room. Yeah, $600 going forward and nothing going backwards. That's not good. What if I got $400 due to my income? When will the income limit process starts again? I don't know. That's a really great question. Jenny, how do I apply for the EIDL grant? Do I apply for the EIDL grant? Got the loan already? Great question. Let me actually take that question, even though I'm not doing questions just yet. The EIDL loan and the EIDL grant are one application. It's called the Streamline application. You don't do, there is no separate application for grant than loan. Now, some of you clearly know that when you applied for the loan, it didn't have a grant option on there. Others of you know that when you applied, it did have a grant option. Thank you, Amber, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Some of you know it did have an option on there, and you clicked it, and they said, hey, there's no money. We're not paying you the grant. What SBA's guidance currently is, and it could change, is you do not need to apply again. You do not need to apply again. You're one person. They know who they have not paid the grant to. That's their claim. Now, Charlotte Phillips. Now, if you're an old-time viewer like Gene Crum, who's in the room, you will have heard me say back in May and June that doing duplicate applications is not a bad thing. All it does is it causes them to find the first one and say, oh, you have a first application. Well, this one's duplicate, so we're canceling the second one, the most recent one. And it triggers them to look at the first one. So I'm not telling you to do a duplicate application. I'm telling you not to do a duplicate application. But at the moment, what I am reporting is I'm hearing that the $1,000 stimulus check, $1,000 per employee, is what is going to be paid to you next week. Gene Crum actually said it's interesting. I'm starting to remember stuff. Gene Crum just posted. she did do a duplicate for her EIDL loan, and that's why she got her loan. See, there was a lot of problems back in the summer with EIDL that I fixed for viewers, and one of them were people were stuck. They weren't working on the application, which is sort of different than where we are today. And so some people's applications were stuck, and so the way I told them to get them unstuck was to file a new application, and it triggered them to bring the prior one that was stuck out of stuckness, unstick it. Um, Complicated. It's very complicated for people who don't know what I'm referring to. Um, and the donut guy's like, "What is he talking about? This is just making me annoyed. I want to eat my donut. Can I eat my donut in peace? What are we sticking?" David said, "When are we sticking?" Yes, you look gorgeous. I appreciate that, Lisa. And Lisa said it 5 times, so you can say it 20 more times, Lisa. I love it. Just keep on saying it. You look gorgeous. Everyone else with you, Ella, you look gorgeous. I appreciate that. Uh, Waffle. So they're talking about food in the Instagram room. The Instagram room is always talking about food. Everyone's like, "Is this going to turn into a food channel?" I know this is going to turn into a food channel because all they do is talk about food on this channel all day long. Food and facial scrubs. There's everyone saying LA looks gorgeous. Yes, there's you got everyone saying that now. Oh my God. Senator Mnuchin doesn't want to give you $2,000 stimulus checks, says someone. Senator Manchin doesn't want you to give you $2,000 stimulus checks. Guess what? America doesn't want to give Senator Manchin his Senate seat back again. No one likes Senator Manchin. He's absolutely one of the most disliked people in the country. It's very funny when people are disliked that they come out and they sort of like ramp up how much they're disliked. But ultimately, there's something about viewers that love to hear a negative report from someone. And so I keep on getting messages about Manchin. It's like, I don't care what Manchin says. Who cares? It's one nutty guy. Do I care what Marco Rubio says? No. I have tennis shoes taller than Marco Rubio. I mean, I don't care what Marco Rubio says. So let me cut back to your food fight. Let me cut back to the deliciousness of your second stimulus. So EIDL, I'm hearing EIDL grant is going to go live next week for low-income community businesses, and for agricultural. If you're a farmer, is there farmers or ranchers in this room? If you're a farmer or rancher, write on the screen farmer or rancher. I don't mean a joke. If you really are, tell me you are, because I want you to do certain things. And I don't mean go out and herd some cattle. But if there's any farmers and ranchers, certainly drop it on the screen. I used to ask people what they were. But then PPP, I'm hearing, is going live on Monday as well. So if you want a PPP, reach out to the thin banks that are financial online banks like Cabbage, and get your application on file, because they're about to go live with that. The great news as you sit here this afternoon is that, and you know that being a Mitch is usually an unemployment video, is that states are paying out FPUC on the second stimulus package in a good amount. And so this is really good news that FPUC is being paid out in certain states. Now, if you're one of those people that's sort of locked up, your account's sort of locked up, don't worry. They will revert it from locked to unlocked. Um, People are asking me what are certain things, so maybe I need to slow it down. Um, what is FPUC? FPUC is an amount of money that goes on top of your UI, your unemployment, and on top of your PUA. If you are unemployed as an independent, as a employee, you're on UI, unemployment insurance. If you're unemployed as an independent contractor, then it's PUA. You get FPUC on top of that, $300 a week. Someone asked, what is PPP? PPP is a forgivable loan, meaning a loan that turns into a grant that is available for anyone that has a Schedule C or a business tax return. So Schedule C is like Uber, Lyft, Airbnb, and I think I want to go over that a second because I haven't gone over that yet. Who is Mansion? And everyone keeps on spelling it Mansion. Yeah, it is not that. He ain't a mansion, that guy. Uh, let me go over something which is important. If you're an Uber or Lyft driver or Airbnb or Postmates or any of those things, you can get PPP or EIDL provided your 2019 tax return looks like this. On your 2019 tax return, you would have paid, you would have had a Schedule C. It's a piece of paper. It's called a Schedule C. And on there, you would have put you made $7,000 for Uber and Lyft. You made $4,000 for Airbnb. You would have declared the income to the IRS on a Schedule C. Now, if you didn't have a Schedule C, some people say they declared it, but they declared it somewhere else. I don't know where else you would declare it. That's not correct accounting, but I presume you're putting it on the main part of the tax return. The other way you may have a tax return being listed on the tax return is that you have it on a corporate tax return. If you have any of those things, you can get PPP or EIDL. Now, if you don't file tax returns, you can't get anything. It's sort of obvious. It's like you're asking the federal government for money, but you don't give them money. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. I'm a vegan, so they're arguing about chicken and fish in the Instagram group. EIDL, self-employed, no employees, received $1,000 last year. Will we get the remaining of the $9,000? Yeah, so that's third stimulus check and third stimulus package. I'm going to get to that in a second. You're amazing. Selling $1,400 makes you gorgeous. Well, thank you. I hope $600 makes me gorgeous as well. I was just wondering, the remainder of the grant money is promised. Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. That's third stimulus package. If the Saints win, you're sending me to the Super Bowl. Is that what that comment said? I couldn't see it. Uh, how's it going, Alex? I'm good. Dependents get. Oh, I'm not reading that. That's really rude. Alex, I'm gonna make you dinner. Well, I appreciate that. Daycare providers, yes, if you file a Schedule C, absolutely. Anything that files a Schedule C. Plumbers, electricians, have your own business, file Schedule C. So long as you file Schedule C. Maybe $600 late. Yes, the $600 is late. If you're just joining me on the video, maybe you're late. The $600 is coming shortly. By Schedule C, you mean 1099. Okay, so I'm getting that question often. So now there's another one, 1099 Schedule C. Okay, let me make this clear. No, 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 no. They're two different things. Two different things. When you file your personal tax return, your tax return has its 4 or 5 is 3 or 4 pages long. Then there are pages you attach to it. And one of the pages you attach to your tax return, you fill out. It's called Schedule C. That is what you have to file if you do Uber, Lyft, or Airbnb, and you on the Schedule C say car share driver or something like that, and you list the revenue, $6,000 or whatever, cost of goods sold, whatever it is, and then you add it up and you tell them, and then that number from Schedule C goes on the main page of the tax return. The 1099 has nothing to do with you. 1099 is what Uber may send to you, but doesn't have to send to you. 1099 is what the person who hires an independent contractor gives the independent contractor if they want to. You don't need a 1099 to do a Schedule C. You can do a Schedule C whether you have a 1099 or not, but you need to do a Schedule C on your tax return. If you don't do a Schedule C, then you're not declaring the income. You have to declare the income. Now, if you're hearing this, you're like, oh, junk, what did I do? I made a mistake. You can always go back and change your tax return. But yeah, if you made income for Airbnb of $7,000, you just declare it on a Schedule C, done, unless it's some private separate business. Um, Did you hear anything about triple tax paying the first amount problem? Yeah. So I didn't say that in this video. I've said in like 10 of the other ones today. So the triple tax and the H&R Block are paying everyone, and it's getting done. So don't even have to worry about that. Amend your tax return for Schedule C. Juan Lopez, great. That's exactly correct. Can you mention Philadelphia PUA? Sure, Daniel. I mean, a lot of people are getting PUA in states, but some of the same viewers in that same state are on lockdown. So you may know someone in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania, who's gotten PUA, but other people may not have gotten PUA. Ultimately, what you're going to get is they're going to activate your account and have PUA live all the way to March 14th. Danny Daisy, Massachusetts PUA, same thing. So every state's PUA is now extended to March 14th. How long it takes the state to turn you from inactive to active just depends on the person. Great questions in this video so far. Really, really great questions. Why is unemployment held up? It's actually doing really well. I was the negative nanny in December. I said that unemployment was going to be delayed for several weeks, and I've seen a really good progress with these states. Um, Thank you, you rock, babe. Well, I appreciate that. Still not received the second stimulus. Yes. So if you're just joining me, oh wow, we're at the 20-minute mark already. My goodness. Uh, the big development is I'm reporting exclusively on this channel is that people were not sent their stimulus check. They were not sent it till January 6th. And so that's why millions and millions of viewers of the channel never got a second stimulus. It just wasn't mailed. But you're going to see it in the next few days. Do you have volunteers? Yes. In the pinned comment, go to news. In the pinned comment, open it up, and it's news.lalate.com/community. Will I lose my unemployment if I don't get another week? I don't know what that means actually. What about my child, adult dependent? He or she would have to wait for the third stimulus package to fix it, and then they will get $2,000. Do you think we'll really get the extra $1,400? Absolutely. That's not my concern. That is not my concern. My concern is everything else that I'm worried about. You've heard it from me enough what I'm worried about. Yes, you're going to get the remaining of $1,400. I'm worried about everything else. My son turned. I can't see it. My son turned something on the 18th. What about my 17-year-old adult dependent child? So yeah, that's third stimulus package, provided they know the child lives. How did I say that? Provided they know the child exists, they will pay the child under the third stimulus package. Um, will his stimulus after the 20th come to? Well, oh yeah, that's a great question. So dependents mean they're dependent on someone else's return. So they don't know about, let me say it this way. I get this question recently. It's a great question. Dependents check go to the people they are on their return for. So if you have a child who's a dependent, the check goes to you. It doesn't go to the dependent, it goes to you. Let's see. My PUA account says active, but it's not allowing me to certify. Give it some time. That's good, Kelly. That's the first step. I haven't got. Thank you, Randall, for becoming a Purple Hawk. That's something I haven't gone over this video. So for states for unemployment, you will go from inactive to active, but unable to certify, and then able to certify, but not pending, certified and then pending and then paid. So you're going to go through this whole slow process. I mean, it's not particularly slow, but it's a step after step. How do we know if we're in a low income community for the EIDL grant? Great question, Christina. We have absolutely no guidance from SBA what this low income EIDL thing is. We have no idea. It is still not live as we see it. Let me explain what's going on. This is really strange. I have to go slow because it's a little complicated. When you go to sba.gov, thank you, Pamela, for being me a Purple Hawk. When you go to sba.gov to apply for an EIDL, there's one application for the grant and loan. It is the same application. There is no application for the grant that is separate from the loan. It is one application. The first thing it asks is, who are you? And that question is critical. In those questions, they added on Friday a line that says, you're an agricultural business. That was a revision. They never had that in there since May of last year. So they added the line in there for agricultural. Why? Because they are doing agricultural stuff right now. When you put in agricultural, they send you to an agricultural department at SBA to process it. Well, the question I have, as you have, is why is there no line item yet that says low income community business? I don't know. And I'm presuming on Monday is the day at which that first page of the application is going to add a line that says something like that. Because otherwise, there's no way to figure out what they're looking at. I don't presume it's going to be done any other way. So that is what I'm expecting to happen on Monday. Is a new line on the first page of the application that says, "Are you a business in a low income community?" And they'll probably have a few words to describe to you what that even means, because again, it's actually sort of confusing. I couldn't find the application on sba.gov. It's there. It's absolutely there. Um, Calcino rep in the room. Uh, my SNAP. Oh, I missed the question. It was a great question. Do you know maximum benefit levels for SNAP for an individual? No, but they change from state to state. So they go from state to state, the maximum benefits. Denise Gonzalez, welcome to Purple Hawk. Thank you for Gene Chrome for the great comment. Yeah, Gene Chrome just said what I was saying earlier, which was they presumably go, they determine whether you are in a low income community based upon the zip code of the applicant. But how do you know that? I mean, it's sort of like you have to have sort of someone, otherwise you're guessing. I mean, how do you know it? They may not, they may know it, but how do you know it? 211 doesn't have 211. You can contact to raise the SNAP benefit of 15% or reach out to Department of Agriculture. It's at Department of Agriculture that's actually doing it. What happened to the $1,400? I it was mentioned about 20 minutes ago, and now it's gone. I always love if I don't mention something like every 4 minutes, it's gone. It's gone. He didn't mention 4 minutes ago. If he doesn't mention like in the next 3 minutes, it's gone. Why has he not mentioned the $24 of SSI and SSDI? He hasn't mentioned it for like 11 seconds. It's gone. Then it's that's why he's not mentioning, right? I always get that comment. It cracks me up. Could we get SNAP when we haven't gotten before? Absolutely. That's a great question. Yes, they're encouraging people to get the SNAP. Um, and please do, because it's a great thing. Is FPUC the same as FPEUC? It is not. That's a great question as well. Grandma Ducky got her increase for SNAP today. FPUC goes on top of your PUA and UI. That's the $300 a week. FPEUC is the extra weeks of UI unemployment benefits. Our child dependents also going to get $2,000 on the second stimulus. Yes, but under Biden's stimulus, third stimulus package. How do we get the SNAP? Reach out to Department of Agriculture. It's their instrument, or 2-in-1. My son's home. So yes, that was a great comment. You reach out to SNAP to increase his benefits by I think it's about $114 a month for PBET. I'm working. Do I still qualify for SNAP benefits? Yes, it's based upon the amount of your 2019 income. They sent out 2 months, so I got 130. I can't read what it said. Something interesting. Deadline for SNAP. There is no deadline for SNAP. It's lifetime. It's always around. It's been around for hundreds of years. It's been around 100 years or something. There's no deadline for SNAP. But what I will say is that the 15% increase for SNAP under the second stimulus package is only for 6 months. So if you really want that 15% increase, you need to get on it right now. Let me. Talking about food in the Instagram room. Do you have any info on pandemic EBT in California? Can't find much info. Reach out to Department of Agriculture and say I have. Well, there's not much. You don't have to research it. There's always someone who wants to research what I say on this. Can I research what you're telling me? No, I mean just call up Department of Agriculture. Say hi. I'm on SNAP. I have a kid at home from school. Can I get some pandemic EBT for that kid? Done. I mean, what are you gonna research? It's like that. It's like a snap. That's why they call it a snap, because it's snap. No, that's I just made that up. But the lady did. No, it's literally a snap. You just call them up and say hi. I'm on Snap, and can you snap to this and get that kid pay additional $114 put on my benefits because the child's home per month because the child's home. Thank you for Teresa. Do school cafeterias workers qualify for hazard pay? Yes. I love hazard pay questions. Someone sent me a DM about half an hour ago, said, I really need that $10,000 for the hazard pay. When can I get it? I don't know what's with hazard pay. But the hazard pay brings out the best of the donut people. It's just, I'm like, it's not law yet. Oh, so I can't get that $10,000? Can I? When can I get that $10,000? Because I need that $10,000 right now. It's not law yet. It's just it's not law yet. Stuffed mushrooms are delicious. They're talking about stuffed mushrooms. The Instagram room said, "Listen to me. Why are they talking about stuffed mushrooms in the Instagram room instead of not talking about me? Not Snap, but Putt." Snap, crackle, pops. Wouldn't anybody that worked last year, um, no Snap increases, contact? So Snap increase are going from January to June or from February to July. Um, and why didn't this happen months ago? Because I'm not your president. Um, do I have to apply? Wow, the comments are flying now. Oh my God. What if will I be able to apply for PPP if I started Postmates and DoorDash in 2020? I have my 2019 tax return as well, but the only thing I'm concerned about is not having Schedule C on my taxes. Okay, so um, I don't know about PPP. I think it's a no. I think it's a no for PPP, but I'm not certain. For EIDL, I know they will do a prospective EIDL based upon if you're, well, actually, I do know the answer for PPP. I have it right here. Um, there's a rule under PPP what day you had to have been in place. I think it's January. Um, I don't know. I think the lenders can tell you. I think now I remember. PPP you can get if you were in business. I think January 2020, not April, not May, but it was like January. I know for EIDL you can get if you're in January as well. Teachers do qualify for hazard pay. Why only 15% for 6 months? What? People always ask me to explain the federal government. I'm not, I'm here just to report what they do and get you the money. I'm not here to argue why are they so incompetent. Can my husband get hazard pay for, I don't want, I was going to make a joke, but I'm not going to. If he's my caregiver, no. Jail Gramer. Work, oh, wow. That jail, thank you for coming to Purple Power. Um, I love Red Lobster. Would anybody that worked all of last year be considered essential workers? No. No. Uh, I heard EIDL grant could be, what did it just say? I heard EIDL grant could be 8 weeks from 2018. I don't know what that means. Why is California saying reopen EDD? Okay, that's a great question. So people are getting a link to reopen their claim at California. You need to reopen your claim because you only have one claim. Do not file new claims for anything. Do not file new claims for unemployment. Do not file new claims for EIDL. You need to reopen existing claims that have been closed because the first stimulus package ended. Um, LaShonda dropped the joke. Yeah. Can I get hazard pay if my husband is hazardous? Yes. Uh, can I get hazard pay because my husband is just a hazard to my health? Yes, you can. Thanks, Rosette. Hello. I reopened my PUA today. Says I can start certifying again in a week. There we go, Grandma Ducky. So she says I reopened my PUA today, and it says I can start certifying for in a week. So yeah, there was someone that was dropping really wrong stuff in some of the comments of the video before, and I said ignore that person. And when I was basically ignoring was the person was saying the antithesis of what you're supposed to do. If you get a link from EDD to reopen your claim, reopen the claim. Otherwise, you don't get money. All right, so let me cut to third stimulus package. Thank you, Rachel, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Let me go over third stimulus package. Teresa, can you explain hazard pay? What I want to explain, what I want to explain is the following: third stimulus package is not law. uh, if everyone understands me, can you repeat back? Not law, not law. It's not law yet. It won't be law to around January, January 20th. Not law. If you understand me, not law is just write it on the screen. Not law, not law. There's Janice, not law. I want some donuts. No, you want to say not law. Jenny Jones says not law. There's Connie and Susan, not law. Brandy, Cindy, not law. Not law. Beautiful, not law. How does hazard pay work, Jeffrey? It's not law. It's not law. I'm the law. No, you're not. It's not a law. I wrote on my walls. It's no, you can't write on the walls. It's not law yet. Knock knock. It's not law. Not law. So there's going to be 5 trillion people going to say, my brother does, it's not law. Well, how can he get, it's not law. Who's the law? So until everything that Joe Biden introduces next week becomes law, I don't want people to say, how can I go get that? Can I go get that? Because there's going to be something that's going to be really wonderful that Joe's going to say, and something that's going to be really horrible. But no, it's someone wrote law, law, law. No, it's not law, not law, not law, 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 law. And there's going to be someone saying, Joe just mentioned he's going to give, $200 trillion if you had purple hair when the pandemic hit. I had purple hair. How can I go get that? It's not law, not law yet. Not law. So please don't start pouncing. I love, this is like Purple Hawk on Red Bull. Purple Hawk on Red Bull. It's like, I want to get, where's, I want to get the hazard pay. It's like Purple Hawk on Red Bull. It's like, Purple Hawk, stop the Red Bull. It's not law yet. Calm it down, Purple Hawk. Red Bull and it's just, Purple Hawk with too much caffeine. It's just not law yet, Purple Hawk. So keep it really just settle down and just maybe have like a half a glass of milk or 12-ounce ice cream, because until it's law you haven't missed anything. And there you go. Sylvester Stallone is the law. What you eat for dinner? Oh my god, la moolah. He said la moolah. It's not la moolah either. It's not law. Oh my dear goodness. So there we are. At the 36-minute mark, let me give you a big update across the board. It's not law. Hazard pay is not law. So don't drop me comments saying, how do I get that $10,000 from my husband who did this 3 months ago? It's not law. Oh, I can't get it. I wanted to get that 10,000. It's not law. How do I get the multiple stimulus checks? It's not law. How do I get the FPUC retro? It's not law. How do I get the $2,400 of SSI and SSDI? It's not law. When will it become law? When Joe Biden introduces it next week, they vote on it, and then he signs in the Oval Office on around January 20th or 21st. Then it's law. How soon do I get it? I'm not going to answer that question. When he signs it, you and I are going to watch him sign it, and then we're going to press the button with the stopwatch on our hand and say, okay, it was signed into law on January 21st. It's been 1 day, we still don't have our money. It's 2 days we have our money. But I'm not going to answer how long it takes for Steve Mnuchin to say, well, Janet Yellen to send out your money, because we have now seen that the January 6th accounting on on the IRS shows they never sent out $600 stimulus checks to millions and millions of viewers this channel until January 6th. And so as a result, you're going to see in the next few days the stimulus check of $600 land in your bank or in your mailbox. And that's what's happening. When's the $1,400 coming? Someone just wrote on the screen. When is that $1,400? When's the next check coming? When is that $1,400 check coming in my bank account? When's the next check coming? Is SNAP January, February in Minnesota? Do you know? I do not know. But the way I would say this, Isabel, that's a great question, is that if you got your SNAP in Minnesota for January, it did not have it on there, that it's February. And if you get that check in February and it's not friggin' on there, you get on the phone and start calling them, because it's 6 months. The law is 6 months for the 15% increase. Now, the child, the PEBT, which I don't think I've made clear, they're supposed to send that right away. So just call them on the phone and say, hi, I need the PEBT for the child right now. And they'll send that right away. I don't think you have to wait for the next check, because viewers said they can get a separate check for that person. And there you go. Moolah. It's not moolah. It's not law or moolah. So thank you for joining me for Afternoons LA. I'm here, you're here, and you'll be back hopefully on evenings. Check. I'll be back here at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, or a little bit shortly thereafter. So make sure you subscribe to this channel. Also hit the alert button and like this video so you get alert when I next go live. And if you've not joined, consider becoming a member. Join by clicking the link at the top of this video, becoming a Calcino VIP, Purple Power, or Purple Hawk. Stay informed, stay focused, and see you then.